Welcome to Animation Station. This is my review for Hunter HxH episode 121. And just like I said last review, Shiapouf needs to mind his own business. Gon feels the same way as I do, alright? So yes, Shiapouf steps on the scene, walks into some stuff he should not have walked into, with Neferpitou and Gon actually sitting there as she's healing Komugi. And when Shiapouf tries to talk and tries to sneak up on Gon, Neferpitou kind of tells him, step back. And, he thought he had to drop on Gon, but Gon knew you were coming a mile away, man. You about as subtle as a bull in a china shop. All right. Gon know what's going on. Gon's senses are like an all-time high. He's focused on one thing, and anything that interferes with this one thing is going to be met with some conflict. All right. And, when Shiapouf just tries to get a word out, Gon is just like, shut up. I mean, he's just talking like he's the boss right now, man. And then Shiapouf does his little ability and stuff like that. Gon ain't even having that. So nothing is going to fly with Gon right now, okay? No trickery is going to be passed. Only now Shiapouf, he has one thing up his sleeve. He's trying to get Neferpitou to communicate with him about the events that are taking place so he can know the whereabouts of the king. And looks like the king is at a spot right now. Due to the information we got from Nof, is at a spot right now is where they're supposed to be. Like, everything's going according to plan, and where he's at, I guess he's so far away that the Royal Guard cannot actually interact with the fight that's going on. So the mission's actually been accomplished in a sense, the mission to defeat the king. But what about the Royal Guard, man? If the king's defeated, won't just the Royal Guard going off and establish their own colonies and everything else, just like every other ant does? Oh, he's dead. All right, I'll go ahead and be the king, or I'll go be the queen. Well, there's no men here because Neferpitou is actually a guy when, she looks like a girl. But it is what it is. But yeah, Gon ain't having that, man. I was pretty hyped during that moment. Another thing in this episode was Youpi. Youpi has evolved, guys. He's like Pikachu to Raichu, man. He's on a whole different level now. All right, so he's basically learned how to store his rage in a separate part of his body away from his mind. So now his mind is clear and he's thinking about thoughts that he's never thought about before. And it was pretty interesting. I actually like Youpi like this, all right? Because he was pretty blind by rage, and that's just the typical bad guy character that we all know and love. But there's nothing typical about Hunter HxH. It's not typical about Youpi. All right, so he stores the rage to the side, basically using the rage, allowing the rage to build up and use it as a potential weapon on someone later on. So that is interesting. Morale is like out of commission right here, man. He is basically on his last limb. He has the Nim puppets in tow, but he has to stay in the vicinity, like real close proximity, or they're going to disappear, or he won't be able to control them. One of the two is happening. And he actually gets Morale cornered, and as soon as he's about to get him to finish the blow, Malarion steps through and saves him. Malarion is doing a lot of stuff. I didn't think he would be this useful, all right? It actually surprised me. Malarion is putting in work, and I'm happy he's here. If only he could hold his breath a little bit longer, all right? I think his breath holding skills need a little more practice, but I understand he is nervous, so time is limited. Knuckle, on the other hand, has different plans, though. He doesn't want to go out quietly. He sees that the blood is dripping. He doesn't want to go through with the plan, which is, his APR. Matter of fact, the Chapter 7 bankruptcy, the APR is going up high as hell. I'm talking about every, few seconds, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000 more. How much does this man have? Youpi's is, unlimited. Youpi's interest is infinite. I don't know where it's going with this. I wonder what his maximum is. What do you think his maximum is? Let me hear in the comments below. When do you think Youpi would have got tired out? They said 3 minutes and 50 seconds. But it looked like it was going up 100,000 every 10 seconds or something like that. Just some insane rate. So Youpi's in the millions, definitely. Crazy amount of power right there. And I'm happy that he actually spared them, all right? Youpi could potentially be an ally later on because he actually put his devotion to the king to the side right now. Because if he was truly devoted to the king, as they mentioned in the episode, he would have killed them, okay? So they can no longer be a potential threat. With Malarion's ability in tow, he can still be very dangerous to the king, all right? You get a powerful person who has a one-shot good kill, he can still sneak in and kill the king. Killing Malarion would probably have been the best option because the other two, they probably don't have a chance against the king, but the Malarion's ability makes it makes him more viable. But yo, overall, I thought this episode was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting to see Nove. I thought he had hair. Nove has lost all his hair. He is going through serious age progression. All right, he's went to white hair to no hair. Nove is out there. He looks like a whole different character right now, man. Crazy. But at least he has a sense. He still cares about Palm. He still asks about her. And we still don't know what Palm is or what's going on with her. She's somewhere on the palace grounds, but what's happening to her and what will she become? Who knows? That remains to be seen, man. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode. Still didn't look at the preview for the next episode. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. So everything's going to be a surprise to me. And that is how it is. And why am I sitting down, people? Well, I just got back from spring break and my feet are tired as hell. All right, so I'm going to take a seat down right here. But guys, I want comments below. Go ahead and let me know what you think about this episode, because your perspectives are most definitely different than mine. So I want to hear what you guys are thinking and maybe get a new look on this episode. All right, don't be shy. I don't bite. Out of here. Peace out.